Everactive Schools is a provincial initiative that supports health, wellness, and physical education in schools across Alberta. Ski, Skate, and Slide is a resource in development to support physical education in the alternative environment of snow and ice. The project began with professional learning for teachers at Banff Mount Norquay during the Palliser District Teachers Convention in 2017 and has evolved to feature activities and environments used by students on the snow this winter. The professional learning for teachers begins with understanding physical literacy. Physical literacy closely aligns with the outcomes of Alberta's Physical Education Program of Studies, where the goal is to develop student skills across the domains of phys ed, which includes alternative environments. The Canadian Ski Instructors Alliance trains professional instructors in a reflective learning model based on Cobb's theory of experiential education. This methodology is all about creating independent learners and mirrors the motivation, confidence, and lifelong engagement in activity that develop in physically literate students. Teachers participated in skill development in alpine skiing through individual or partner-based strategies, followed by a corridor training session as an example of reflective learning in a specific environment. The skiers were given unique challenges, trained at them, and reflected on their learning.
Basically, one of the exercises that I was given was to follow another skier, and that was really beneficial for me, recognizing that our group size was 12 today, and while Scott was doing his best to give everyone individualized feedback, that's also tricky when you have such a big group. Same in the school when you have a class size of 25, but in pairing students off, you're just giving them another venue for more feedback, and that was a great exercise for me.
It reminds me of, in my classroom, like implementing a workshop style where you have a goal and objective in mind, and you don't teach the entire class on that one objective. You set it out, and then you allow your students to try it, to experiment with it, and as you're needed, you go and you give tips, and you go and you give what they need and strategies, but it's based on their needs with that objective that you've kind of geared them towards.
Taking courses like this reminds me how important it is to give that individual feedback. And I take that into the classroom, both into the music class and my English class, where even just a couple of pointers here and there saying, yeah, you're on the right track, or do a little more of this, or, I want to see you develop this even more. It means a lot more to this student, and you forget about that when you get in front of a group of 30 students until you have a lesson where it's one or two words from your instructor and you think, oh yeah, I can do this. And it just reminds you to pay it forward, and that your words really matter in the classroom, and you can really inspire someone to do great things.
We're not doing technical words, and it's something that's more approachable with, especially with novice skiers, novice writers, novice readers.
Yeah.
It's a language that's approachable for the student that you're working in, and that's something that I've noticed throughout this day.
Ski, Skate, and Slide is part of Everactive Schools' health and physical education enrichment resource and professional learning around physical literacy in alternative environments. In activities like swimming, skiing, skating, biking, and more, school programs often begin with a lesson from a qualified professional. Building teacher confidence to take on active supervision and guided mileage after these introductions can increase opportunities for students to develop skills and turn free time into quality time. Comprehensive school health is an internationally recognized approach to supporting school wellness. Ski, Skate, and Slide and our other alternative environment resources look at how schools and facilities can set up environments to increase activity, confidence, and motivation for both teachers and students. The CSAA contributed environments from its Terrain-Assisted Development module, and these were presented at Shaping the Future 2018 and also field-tested with ski instructors, students, and teachers. Initially, the environments were set up using dye on the snow, but we learned early on that brush gates would be the best for use by many students over the course of a day. Two environments were a box, simulating a terrain park feature, and a funnel, where the turns get tighter and tighter. In the testing with students and the presentation to teachers in these environments, specific coaching was really kept to a minimum. A simple challenge was given, such as, keep your turns round and stay inside the walls of this corridor. The lines on the snow provided immediate feedback.
I think it'd be really great for the kids, especially because so many of them are interested in the terrain part, and this would just build up their skills for that. I think they would really like the opportunity to do that in maybe a less drastic situation where they're not going off jumps yet, but they could build their skills to get to that point.
Yeah, also they really like challenges, so sometimes those little activities can be a little bit more challenging for them, and they like to compare to each other too, so they get themselves excited with that, yeah.
So you guys have supervised kids on a ski trip, right? Like what's it like when they have the free time? How does that go?
For my kids, most of the time they like just to go as fast as possible down the hill. That's who's gonna be the first one down. And sometimes that's super safe, so yeah, for sure having some activities with us, like in our, I don't know how to say this, but like baggage or whatever, no. Toolbox, thank you. It's definitely something it's good to have, yeah.
A berm can be set up either naturally with a slight rise in the snow or a simple line of brush gates. This can be used by students of many ability levels. With brand new skiers from a middle school east of Calgary, these environments were really effective at building motivation to practice following their lesson. Students who might have spent their afternoon in the day lodge came back out for more activity simply because there was something set up for them in the snow. Snow sports motivating and engaging students who don't always participate in phys ed is a familiar story, including this one from a teacher working with our partner in cross-country skiing, Spirit North.
We did a whole unit of cross-country skiing, and we ended up actually going 2 weeks over because the kids were having so much fun. The kids who don't really participate in gym were flying around on cross-country skis, and I had one student who it took him 5 weeks to get on skis, but at the end, he could ski lap to the field. It just took a little time.
Do you think your classmates would find this corridor fun?
Yeah.
What makes it different from just going for a free ski?
You can actually like do things and like you learn from it. When you're free ski, you can just like go straight down. But when you're doing this, you can like work on your technique and stuff.
Awesome. And it's fun?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, we'll try it again.